Right now at noon, the teen accused of killing a Fitchburg teenager nearly 2 years ago is pleading guilty. And some hospitals nationwide are buckling under the pressure of the surging Delta variant, while the rising cases are dwindling hospital beds.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
We have some breaking news as a military base in Washington, D.C. says it's on lockdown after potential armed individuals reported on site. Joint Base Anacostia Bowlings posted a note on its Facebook page just moments ago that the base was being placed on lockdown. We're keeping an eye on this story. We'll have updates on our website, channel3000.com. The teenager accused of killing a Verona student has pleaded guilty. 17-year-old Maiji Sanders pleaded guilty to felony murder, armed robbery today in Dane County Court. Sanders is convicted of killing Shay Watson in 2019 during a fight over marijuana. Prosecutors say Sanders will be sentenced as an adult and will ask for no more than 16 years in prison for Sanders. He'll be sentenced in October. Well, a sunny start to your Friday, but isn't going to remain this way throughout the weekend. Austin's over in the Weather Center to tell us why. Just perfect out right now.
It feels absolutely amazing outdoors, and this will continue throughout this weekend. So I cannot wait, and already it's here. So it's beautiful outdoors currently right now. Lots of sunshine. We're also seeing temperatures right around 77 degrees. Same temperature as what we were looking at here around 9-10 p.m. last night. So it was a very warm day yesterday. We have calmed things down for today, and the dew points in the lower 50s. Yeah, it feels pretty good out there. Doppler track not showing any rain by any means, so we're looking great. Lots of sunshine overhead. Temperatures looking pretty good as well. Janesville in the upper 70s. We're looking at Mineral Point right now at 73 degrees, so some areas really looking absolutely beautiful right now. And then you factor in dew points even in the upper 40s for some areas. It feels great with the lower humidity, and that's going to last all the way through this weekend. Wind speeds also not much of an issue here, just about 5 to 10 miles per hour for most communities. It is up to around 12 currently in Camp Douglas and Wautoma, but this afternoon it's a beautiful one. Sunny, pleasant, high of 79 degrees. Today, beautiful day to get outside. Tomorrow, much of the same. Sunday, another beautiful one. So really this weekend, there is just nothing in the world of weather that's going to hold you back from going outside.
Well, we earned it.
We did.
After this past week. All right, Austin, thank you. The National Hurricane Center has issued a tropical storm warning for the Florida Keys. The storm currently producing heavy rains across eastern Cuba. It's currently a tropical depression, but is expected to strengthen back into a tropical storm over the next 12 hours. Portions of South Florida could receive rainfall up to 10 inches. Tropical storm watches on Florida's west coast from Englewood down have been extended. The Biden administration is sending $8.5 billion to rural health care providers dealing with the surge in new COVID cases. Skylar Henry's at the White House with the latest on the Delta variant and the fight over masks and vaccines.
The surge of the Delta variant is putting a strain on hospital capacities. In the Houston, Texas area, a little more than 24 ICU beds are available for a region of more than 6.5 million people.
We're back in the throes of things as if we were in another, wave of the pandemic before the vaccination rollout.
In Broward County, Florida, 4 teachers in the same school district all died of COVID this week.
It's extremely frightening. I mean, I hear this every day.
Just this week, Broward County voted to institute a mask mandate in their schools, defying Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' order of banning mask and vaccine mandates. A Florida judge is holding a hearing today from parents suing the state to overturn the governor's order.
President Biden praised the local leaders for challenging the executive orders of the governors of Florida, Texas, and 5 other states. He said their pushback is saving lives.
Thank God that we have heroes like you, and I stand with you all, and America should as well.
Students at Indiana University will have to be vaccinated to attend classes this fall, as Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett rejected an appeal from some students opposed to the mandate. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
The Supreme Court also ruled that New York's eviction moratorium went too far in protecting tenants at the expense of landlords. The order applies only to a provision that bars the eviction of tenants who self-certify that they have suffered economic setbacks as a result of the pandemic, as opposed to those who provide evidence in court. The FDA has now officially authorized a 3rd vaccine dose for people who have compromised immune systems or received an organ transplant. Right now, the booster is only for those who got the PFIZER or MODERNA vaccine. Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine protects people for at least 6 months, even against the Delta variant. Researchers from the National Institutes of Health looked at evidence of protection in the blood from 24 fully vaccinated volunteers at several time points. The team found that after 6 months, 96% of samples had a full antibody response against the Delta variant. 6 months after the second dose of the Moderna vaccine, just over half of the blood samples maintained antibodies against the Beta variant. The team plans to continue to look for evidence of protection beyond 6 months. Their findings were published in Thursday's journal Science. Taliban now controls half of Afghanistan's provincial capitals. 4 more cities fell to Taliban rule last night and today, and several more are surrounded or under siege. The second biggest city, Kandahar, has fallen to Taliban fighters this morning. They claim to control the governor's office and police headquarters. U.S. troops have begun arriving in Afghanistan to get Americans and their helpers out of the area as the Taliban overtakes much of the country. The Pentagon announced they will send in around 3,000 more to assist with the departure of embassy staff. The U.S. announced a significant staff drawdown at its embassy in the coming days with the help of thousands of troops temporarily deployed from elsewhere in the region.
This is not abandonment. This is not an evacuation. What this is a reduction in the size of our civilian footprint.
But as the U.S. also prepares to withdraw the last of its military forces by the end of this month, many Afghans feel betrayed. They fled the Taliban, fearing the return to strict Islamic law under their rule and brutal violence. The Taliban's resurgence comes after the U.S. spent nearly 2 decades and more than $800 billion trying to establish a functioning Afghan state. Search efforts are continuing in Turkey as officials say the death toll from the severe floods and mudslides in northern Turkey rose to 27 after search and rescue crews recovered 10 more bodies overnight. Officials believe dozens more people are missing. Torrential rains that pounded the Black Sea coastal provinces on Wednesday caused the flooding that demolished homes and bridges. The Biden administration believes Russia is actively engaged in trying to influence next year's midterm elections. President Biden told the Intelligence Committee 2 weeks ago he received a new update about Russian meddling. That came despite his direct warning to Russian President Vladimir Putin to stop when the two met in Geneva in June. One official says Moscow's meddling now goes beyond influencing elections. Operatives there are reportedly working to sow disinformation on social media on topics ranging from vaccines to Black Lives Matter. Officials say China and Iran are also trying to meddle in U.S. politics. Britney Spears may soon have a new conservator for her multi-million-dollar estate. For the past 13 years, Britney's father has controlled her estimated $60 million estate. In court documents filed yesterday, Jamie Spears' attorney said he intends to work with the court and his daughter's new attorneys to prepare for an orderly transition to a new conservator. The move comes after the singer pleaded with a judge last month to remove her dad's control, claiming cruelty and abuse.
Pursuant to Britney Spears' instructions, we will be moving promptly and aggressively for his removal.
I am doubtful that he's going to resign and then have to defend himself on his own dime in front of this court.
But Britney Spears' attorney has not yet filed to terminate the conservatorship itself, just to change the person in charge. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
A banner earnings report from Disney and piping hot delivery. A slice of comfort food arrives in space. I'm Diane Kinghoff, the New York Stock Exchange. Those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
Maintain your lawn and your vehicle with help from Menards. Works has the outdoor power equipment you need to keep your yard looking great. All Works outdoor power equipment is 11% off. Keep your vehicle at peak performance with Valvoline Daily Protection Motor Oil. Specially formulated for the full life of the engine with advanced additives for full year protection. Valvoline Motor Oil is 11% off. Save 11% on everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. 7 years, Steinhafels has been helping families create the home of their dreams. Steinhafels has the largest selection of in-stock name brand furniture and mattresses. Right now, during Steinhafels' Best Brands, Best Prices sale, get 35 to 50% off store-wide. Save even more when you take advantage of Steinhafels' special 60-month financing. It's the Best Brands, Best Prices sale, only at Steinhafels and steinhafels.com.
It's a fact. We use our internet and TV more than ever, with most of us spending nearly 7 hours a day online. So it's no wonder thousands of families are switching to Spectrum, because most families have up to 8 connected devices, which means they need even more speed. Switch to Spectrum Internet and get the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits for just $44.99 a month, with a free modem and free security suite included. Call 833-546-4499. When it comes to TV, we're watching more than ever. In fact, 80% of us watch TV every day. Spectrum TV lets you catch all your favorite sports, news, and more live. Plus, download the free Spectrum TV app and watch on your devices. Switch to Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-546-4499. The fact is, Spectrum has the best services at the best price. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. We'll even buy out your current contract. Call 833-546-4499.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Disney swung back into the black as COVID restrictions eased. All told, the entertainment juggernaut earned $923 million in its third quarter. That was better than expected. Disney fans have been returning to its parks in droves, while its streaming network, Disney Plus, reached 116 million subscribers. DoorDash delivered record orders in its second quarter, but the food delivery service logged a loss of $102 million as it spent millions on expanding internationally. And its spending spree is not done. DoorDash says it expects to continue to invest heavily in expansion and driver recruitment. Access denied. According to Motherboard, Google is banning SafeGraph from its platform. SafeGraph reportedly collected users' geolocation data and handed it over to organizations including the New York Times and CDC. The company is also accused of selling data on the open market to just about anyone with a credit card. And pizza party in space. A cargo ship reached the International Space Station yesterday carrying 8,200 pounds of supplies. That includes pizza, apples, and cheese. There was also equipment for new solar wings and a 3D printer. The space station is currently home to 7 crew members from America, Russia, France, and Japan. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Thank you, Diane. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial's up 35 points. The NASDAQ down 18, but the S&P 500 is up a little over 2.5. TikTok has launched some measures designed to protect teen users. The popular video sharing app will no longer send push notifications to 13 to 15-year-olds after 9 p.m. 16 to 17-year-old users won't receive them after 10 p.m. Teens under 18 years old also now have direct messaging disabled by default. TikTok requires users to be at least 13 years old before signing up for an account, but it's not clear how the company verifies age. They claim to have deleted 7.3 million suspected underage accounts during the first quarter of this year. Millions of parents give their children an allowance. For decades, it was paid in cash, but technology is giving families a new option. There are several cards on the market that allows kids to get rewards for chores or good grades. That money can be used to make purchases at approved stores, invest, or even donate to charities. Dean Bauer is co-founder and U.S. president of Go Henry.
All the features are designed around helping kids learn how to budget, how to understand the differences between wants and needs.
These debit cards typically charge $4 to $5 a month, depending on the plan. Newly released data shows America's population is changing dramatically, with the total number of white people falling for the first time ever recorded. 61.6% of the U.S. population is white, down from 75% in 2000. The 2020 census also found more than 85% of us now live in or near a city. A sunny and less humid start to your Friday, and it looks like it could stay that way for a while. Austin will give us the weekend forecast ahead in your certified most accurate forecast.
Ashley Home Store's biggest multi-million-dollar mattress clearance event is on now. Get the lowest price in Wisconsin on doorbusters like these. Shop clearance and overstocks while they last. Pay as little as $20 a month for Tempur-Pedic. No interest financing for 6 years. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Since 1976, Feldco stood the test of time.
It's Feldco's 45th anniversary! Time to get down!
To celebrate Feldco's 45th anniversary, get 45% off windows today. That's cause for a celebration.
45% off windows won't last long. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Ashley Home Store's multi-million-dollar clearance event is on now. Save up to 90% off hundreds of floor samples, scratch and dent items, special purchases, and more while they last. Shop sofas, sectionals, beds, dining tables. Everything must go up to 90% off. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Are your taste buds ready for Madison Magazine's Summer Taste Tour? Starting August 1st through the 21st, tour the city of Madison to restaurants, breweries, distilleries, and wineries to sample and participate in Madison Magazine's scavenger hunt. Visit madisonmagazine.com for a map of participating businesses and scavenger hunt details. Madison Magazine Summer Taste Tour, August 1st to the 21st. Taste the goodness. Sponsored by Schuster's Farm. Come out for Blooms and Butterflies starting August 6th. Live music, beer, wine, and taco cart. Visit schustersfarm.com for tickets.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blain's Farm and Fleet.
Well, Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn today, so here are your farm numbers. Time now for the weather. Austin's here now. Everybody's best friend this weekend with that forecast.
That's right. This weekend of everyone's best friend. This last week, not quite the case with all those strong and even severe thunderstorms. Numerous tornado reports as well. But now we're calming down the forecast. Live look outside looks beautiful. And a few things of note here over the next few days. It's going to be pleasant, less humid. That's probably my favorite part of this forecast. The humidity really on the decline. Dry pattern looking to take over as well. lots of sunshine. Very pleasant conditions here for this weekend coming up. Now, you look at our 24-hour temperature change, and it is a little bit on the cooler side of things right now compared to yesterday at this time. Not a major difference by any means, but we're about 5 degrees on the cooler side of things, and with noticeably lower dew points, it just feels beautiful out there currently. Temperatures 77 in Madison. Boscobel has jumped up to around 80 degrees along with Prairie du Chien. We're also looking at around 78 in Monroe. Janesville, a little bit on the warmer side of things as well at 79 degrees overall. But our high temperature trend's going to stay a lot closer to average starting here pretty much today. Yesterday we were in those mid to upper 80s. Now we're really staying very consistent with the upper 70s and lower 80s actually staying in the forecast for quite some time. This is where we should be here for this time of the year. But our dew points again on the decline, and it feels great out there. Mineral Point driving down that dew point all the way to 46 degrees. We really start to notice that humidity once we see these dew points in the 60s. So now that we're talking 40s and 50s, you're not really going to notice that humidity out there for most of us. But our wind speeds only around 5 miles per hour. We are seeing 12s in Wautoma and Camp Douglas, but most of today they're going to stay between around 5 and 10 miles per hour. But now these rain chances, they stay very minimal. Notice how we're only going to see just a 10% chance to see a passing shower all the way through Wednesday. Wednesdays, whenever we start to build up that humidity just a little bit, and then we bring back those rain chances for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all just about a 30% chance as of right now before we do drop that right back down. But it's surprising, we are still in a drought phase as of right now. Southern Wisconsin, moderate drought. It's been a while since we've shown this, and after all of the rain that we've seen here over these last few weeks, we're still in the moderate drought phase. Still quite a ways behind where we should be for this time of the year. We really need to see a consistent light to moderate rainfall rather than those heavy downpours that we've seen from these storms. We're not going to see any precipitation for today as our future track is staying dry, and that's going to be the case for quite some time as well. Temperatures staying in those upper 70s for tomorrow. Much of the same here by the time we reach Sunday, so we're really not going to see any changes to this forecast pretty much all the way until we actually reach the middle of next week, especially towards the end of next week. This afternoon, that high of 79 degrees, very sunny, very pleasant, beautiful conditions overall. Later on tonight, we're looking at just partly cloudy to even mostly clear skies as it's going to be another night ahead of us. And then here it is, your weekend forecast. Saturday and Sunday, absolutely beautiful. You take today, you repeat it for tomorrow, you repeat it again here for this upcoming Sunday, and then your extended forecast shows the beautiful conditions all the way through, I would say Wednesday is whenever we're going to start to see that humidity building back up, and then again, that does add those chances for some showers and storms towards the end of this next week, but the next 5 or 6 days, absolutely beautiful out there.
We will enjoy it.
I will, that's for sure.
Even though we need more rain, that's hard to believe.
We need more rain, I know. It's shocking after what we've just seen, but that's where we're at right now.
All right, we'll enjoy the weekend. Thank you, Austin. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. We'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Are you ready for a creamy mac and cheese that's smoking good? If you are, today's your lucky day.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, no interest if paid in full by February 2023. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
We are Dane County. We are Madison, McFarland, Sun Prairie. We are Waunakee, Stoughton, Middleton, Deerfield, and everywhere in between. We are committed to being unique in supporting the value when families share the memories of family and friends at the loss of a loved one. We are Crest Funeral and Cremation Service. More than just a funeral home, we are the people you know and trust to help families before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Learn more at crestfuneralservice.com.
Here's the secret worth sharing. Robertson, Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, has nurses that specialize in custom treatment plans. Always natural, never overfilled. Schedule your complimentary consultation now. It's time to learn how aging is different at Robertson.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo reminds you to be sure to ask about delivery options when shopping for new furniture. Because every store is different. Some stores have very specific restrictions, while others charge you an arm and a leg. At McGann's, we take pride in our skilled delivery team, and in most cases, delivery is free. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, no interest if paid in full by February 2023. Call today. Patio enclosures.
The other day, I went to this little barbecue joint and got a side of mac and cheese to go with my pulled pork. I know, that alone sounds amazing. But what made it really great was the fact that the mac and cheese was smoked right alongside the pork. Since we all don't have smokers, we came up with a version that's, well, you'll have to try it to appreciate how smoky good it is. We start by cooking some macaroni according to the package directions and draining it really well. While this drains, we add some flour to melted butter and let that cook until it's golden. Then we slowly stir in some milk. Once it starts to thicken up, we take it off the heat and stir in some cream cheese along with a bit of salt and pepper. Next, we pour this over our pasta that we mix with some shredded cheddar, smoked Gouda, and a good amount of Parmesan cheese. Now, if you have a smoker, spoon this into a foil pan and in it goes. Otherwise, you can bake it in a 9x13 pan right in your oven. Either way, right before serving it, add a little more cheese on top. Creamy? Yes. Smoky? You bet. Thanks to the Gouda and the smoker. To get the recipe for our 4-cheese smoked macaroni and cheese, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a smoking good way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Good? Smoking? Welcome.
All right. Thanks, Howard. They say if you build it, they will come, and boy, did they ever. Last night, the MLB hosted its first ever professional baseball game in Dyersville, Iowa. Inspired by the 1989 movie Field of Dreams starring Kevin Costner as an Iowa farmer who builds a ball field in his cornfield. Players from the Chicago White Sox and New York Yankees came out of the cornfield to start the game. And it was a great game. New York down by 3 runs in the top of the 9th inning. 2 Yankee players hit 2 home runs to put them ahead by 1 run. Then it was the White Sox turn. Tim Anderson with the 2-run walk-off homer to win the game. Yes, a Hollywood ending. Indeed. That was a lot of fun to watch that game. All right, Austin, one final check of the forecast.
You know, I'm glad that they teased that they're going to actually potentially do more games at that stadium. So I'm super excited about that, especially after last night's game. But take a peek at the weekend forecast. Absolutely gorgeous. In terms of weather, there is nothing to worry about here for this weekend, except for maybe a little bit too much sunshine, because we're going to see a lot of it.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you, Austin. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime,